Welcome to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I'm Danielle DeTeach, or Coach Danny D, and I help women to create luxury brands by creating processes and tightening their branding. This is where we talk about how to build your business in a way that allows you to work with ease and enjoy your life. My happy space is spending as much time as humanly possible in my pajamas. And I want to help others to find their happy space while still running profitable businesses. So get comfortable and let's dig in. Hello, this is Coach Danny D, and welcome to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I am your luxury brand coach. I help small businesses to create luxury brands so that they can have sustainable businesses while also being able to do the things in their life that they love and enjoy, so that they're not bogged down by their businesses. And I do that through helping them to get their marketing, branding, connection to their ideal clients together, as well as putting systems in place to make it easy for them to work and have their businesses thrive while they do the other things in their life that matter to them. And so that's kind of where the idea for Profits in Pajamas came from, because I spend a lot of my time in my pajamas and I love pajamas. And so I love being able to run two businesses in my pajamas and, not have to, be on someone else's clock, on someone else's time outside of when I have a client or to go to a location. So that's where Profit in Pajamas came from. And I love sharing things to help other business owners to reach that Profits in Pajamas lifestyle. And it may not be pajamas for you, it may be something different. And it's not always pajamas for me. Sometimes it's travel, it's definitely always being able to be with my family and do different things with my family. But it's different things for different people. But whatever that is for you, I want you to be able to access that. So today's episode is about putting your self care on your calendar. So this past month has been very hectic between activities for my son, as well as corporate events are starting to come back. And I have a balloon decor company. And so balloon decor orders have been picking up, and it just kind of happened like this, like a light switch turned on and those events were back and popping. So I had to just jump into it, but I also had all of these other things on my schedule that were already, in place for, dealing with my son and his activities. So that is kind of, where the month was. And I usually try to be mindful of my self-care. Profits in pajamas. I like to, be comfortable, make sure that there's rest and everything associated with my schedule. But the way my schedule went, things weren't just working out. And so I had been trying to schedule a massage appointment and it just wasn't working. And then the, Final Four came here and they reached out and they wanted things for several events. And that was the same weekend as my son's robotics tournament. So it was just a lot going on. But in the middle of all of that, because of my mindset shifts around rest and the importance of recuperating, in the middle of all that chaos I stopped and I booked a spa day, and I went on my calendar and I marked a separate day from the spa day off. The day after all of this stuff was ending, I marked that as an off day because I knew I was just going to need to recharge, reset, and just move forward. And I knew that there was work that was waiting for me. I knew that there were other things that I needed to be doing, but I also knew that I wasn't going to do those things greatly without having had some rest. So I'm going to keep this one short and sweet for you guys. I want you to, pull out your calendar. Pull out your calendar for this month. And I want you to find one day on that calendar. I want you to find one day that you're going to circle and you're going to mark off if use an electronic calendar. I'm an electronic calendar girl. I want you to mark off one day that is solely dedicated to you. And I know depending on where you are in the journey, for some of us, it's going to be a little harder to do that than others. If you're a little earlier in the journey, it's more of a struggle to really like set that time and and protect that time. And if you can't do a full day, do a half a day. But I want you to pull out your calendar and I want you to put a me day on the calendar. And if there are any other self care measures that you need to be taking, I want you to mark those things on your calendar because they're just as important as any appointment. They're just as important as any client order. They need to be marked off on your calendar and they need to be respected. So we want to get into the habit of making self-care a part of our regular routine. And one way of doing that and really reclaiming our time is to put these things on our calendars. So let's start with one me day. One me day. Let's put that on your calendar and let's stick to it. And you don't have to go and do a spa day. Sometimes it may not be financially in the cards. Don't worry about that. It could be something as simple as just going sit outside with your book and your tea and being undisturbed. It could be something as simple as just, like that is my new thing. For the last like several years now for Mother's Day. Mother's Day is my off day. So I'm off from all of my jobs, like everything. And so I'm not responsible on that day. So you want to do the same thing with your life. You want to have those days where you can truly be just off. And the more you start to do that, the more you start to incorporate that into your regular schedule, the more you'll start to see that shift between, work towards work-life balance. And, a lot of people believe that that can't exist. It can exist, but you have to be intentional about it. So again, I said it was going to be short and sweet, short and sweet. Pull out the calendar, book yourself a me day. Share in the comments or go on the workflow page and share your screenshot of your me day because we want to share in that together. We want to make sure that you are understanding the importance of you. So that's all I have for you for today for this episode. Be sure to go back and check on some more of the previous episodes, one in particular about aligning your goals with your life. That's really relevant to this topic. If you are looking for help in transitioning to a more profit in pajamas type lifestyle, then you can always go to my website, coachdannyd.com, and you can book a discovery call with me and we can figure out how we can get you from where you are to where you need to be. You can also follow me at Your Workflow on both Instagram and Facebook. And like I said, pick that me day, make that me day happen. I will see you guys next week. Thank you for listening to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I hope you got some great tips to start working with ease. Want to stay connected? Follow me at Your Workflow on Instagram. For more information about building your luxury brand, register for my upcoming luxury brand workshop at coachdannyd.com.